Hi my loves. Okay, so you voted on the community tab for the reading that you would like this week. If you're not already subscribed, be sure to subscribe. You can then vote every week on my community tab for the reading you would like me to do, and your energies will go into the readings much more. Also, when I reach 3,000 subscribers, which won't be very long, I will be giving one subscriber a free reading that has commented on the videos and liked them. So be sure to comment and like. It also helps me out a lot. And it means that people who may not usually see the videos will get a chance to see them. So you guys voted, and I last looked and it was what is the future of our connection, or what is the future of this connection? I assume for most people it will be romantic, but you can apply what I'm going to say towards career or friendship, but I will read it in a way that is more geared towards romance, just checking that we're recording, that is more geared towards romance because that is what most people will have intended. So this is going to be a pick a object reading. I will connect in once I've shown you the objects. Everything will be time-stamped, so see below if you want to skip ahead. You can choose more than one object if you have different people in mind. And I have hundreds of videos, including teaching videos about spiritual connections and manifestation videos, as well as lots of pick a card readings. So I have playlists, check them out, and you can find another reading if this message today didn't resonate. Okay, so this is the choices, guys. This is going to be pile 1, this Ganesh. So if you're attracted to this, oh, silver. This silver Ganesh, this is your pile. Pile 2 is a jade Buddha. So that's pile 2. Let me get the focus of this better. Is that better? That's pile 2, the jade Buddha. And pile 3, people, this is a spell work. So you may be attracted to this spell working, this spell jar. This is going to be pile 3, okay? So let's start with pile 1, but first of all, let me connect in, okay? Archangel Michael, putting me in a bubble of love, light, and protection throughout this reading, granting me access to my higher self, my team of light, the auric fields, my ancestors, angels, and guides. Only those that wish me well may enter and connect into me, channeling clear messages through me for the highest good of those watching this video across all time and space, linking the viewers into the right pile choice so that I can give them clear messages for their highest good, closing down the energies, restoring the auric fields, and wrapping us in universal love, light, and protection at the end of the reading. Okay, so pile 1, people, this is what you chose. Remember, this is not a personal reading, but I have a link below if you'd like a personal reading. I'm going on holiday between the 25th and the 25th of October and the 5th of November. I won't be doing readings, so I'll be doing my last readings that are booked on the 23rd/24th. So do order soon if you want a reading soon. Otherwise, it will be once I get back. Let's have a look. What is the future of this connection? I mean, connecting in with the object, this is a very solid ancient object. It's kind of timeless, but also it can feel heavy in my hand. So this may be something that's been going on a while. You may feel some heaviness towards it, but at the same time, it is something that is precious to you. Let's see, what is the future of this connection for the people who picked this object? Whoa. What is the future? Some kind of decision needs to be made on this. I feel if you're in this energy where you're sitting and waiting for someone to make a decision about you, you're being advised here that you need to make a decision. Distance could be a factor. There could be a long distance in this connection, or just any kind of decision about where you want to be or what you want to do, things like that. That feels like it's very present in the reading. Future of this connection for pile 2 people. I mean, pile 1. Maybe some of you should listen to pile 2. Future of this connection for pile 1, please, Spirit, for the people who picked this object. It feels like this is a little bit blocked off. To be honest, whatever decision needs to be made, Spirit is really urging you to make a decision, and the future of the connection is that you go from unable to make a decision to making a decision that is the decision that is the best for you. I think there was something that you weren't seeing totally clearly before, and it feels like this is something that comes into clarity for you. I feel that there's something about movement though, like needing to move, needing to go somewhere. There is an offer that may come in around a sort of friendship or something around career, but it doesn't feel tremendously romantic to me. It feels to me like you're making a decision to kind of prioritize yourself and your energy, and you are shutting off from something and protecting yourself. I don't think you're excluding the chance of friendship or something like that. But if this is a romantic thing, it feels to me much more like this is a decision to go within your own energy, choose yourself and prioritize yourself. 10 of Swords. It feels like this is an ending, but it's an ending that's necessary. It's a painful ending after something I think has dragged on for a really long time and it's become a burden. I feel like you're choosing yourself instead, and you're kind of stepping into your power. For some of you, there could have been another person involved in this. Either way, you're getting clarity, and it feels like cord cutting, cutting something out that isn't serving you, releasing something negative from the past. And then it enables you to be in a bit of a more carefree energy and maybe do some traveling, or just put yourself back out there in a way that is a little bit more carefree. But the good thing is you want to see the Ace of Swords after the 10 of Swords. The 10 of Swords is a painful ending. It can be betrayal, feeling stabbed in the back. It's like, okay, fuck it, I surrender. And then after that, you get your clarity, you get your new beginning. So although it seems like a painful ending, it brings a new beginning. I would say for this pile, I'm going to use some oracle cards. I definitely feel there's healing and manifestation coming in for you. But I think in terms of this specific connection, the future of this connection is that you make a decision to end it. I think you're the ones that end it. You decide to end it. Or if it's been ended already, you decide to accept that and you choose yourself. You conserve your energy. You may choose to move somewhere or do something differently, but either way, it gives you a new beginning, but it comes from this ending. So I'd say the future of this connection is that there's an ending, but it enables you to be much freer and have a new beginning. Ooh. These two cards just wanting to come back out. For some of you, if there was a third party, you need to cut cords with that person as well. But it's all about you basically choosing and prioritizing yourself. Pile 1, people, message. Have faith in your dreams. Don't give up on love. Don't give up on the idea that you can have the things that you want in life, but maybe give up on them coming from a specific person, because there's a need for you to surrender here. It's like you have to surrender before you can kind of have your new beginning. But Spirit doesn't want you to give up entirely on what it is that you want. So believe in the impossible. For some of you, if you want this person, you can also have that, but you need to first of all release them. It's like you need to release the attachment, you need to release the painful cycle you're in, you need to focus on yourself and your own prosperity. This person may have been depleting you and draining you, but I feel you're going to feel protected and safe. Like, if this has been a very difficult time, you're putting your energies into healing, into your other dreams, into your life purpose, into other things that serve you better, and you're getting your momentum back. So I feel like for some of you, this is an ending, but you're like probably going, yeah, good. Like, I want this ending and I want to manifest, but what I'm manifesting is myself being successful in my career. Also maybe opening up to your intuition. It feels like you're stepping into power, woman, basically, and you're going to be attracting in your soul family. So you're not going to be doing this alone. You're not going to be lonely. But whatever has happened, it happened for you, not to you, to open you up. But at the same time, you need to kind of surrender and accept it and not fight against it. What you're feeling, you're healing. Let's get a final card for pile 1, but I think it's quite a clear message. It's a painful ending, but it's for the best, and it was probably some kind of soul lesson. If you feel in your heart something is over, but you don't want to fully accept it and release it, I suggest doing it, because especially if you're in this observer energy of observing someone from a distance, and it's just, maybe you're getting communication but not properly, in small ways. Maybe they're observing you, but it doesn't feel healthy. Exactly, round and around. It keeps you stuck in a cycle. Spirit is asking you to break free, because it's causing a lot of chaos and conflict in your life. Once you do that and you prioritize yourself, new opportunities are going to open up to you. It's like the door that was closed is closed, but other doors open. Do you see what I mean? And it's something that's going to be a lot better for you. So that's what I've got for pile 1. I'm sorry if it was a difficult message, but there is healing in it. As I said, if it doesn't resonate, it's maybe just not your message. So pick another pile, pick another reading. But if it resonated, then it's not a bad message. It's about you freeing yourself. And I feel you guys are the ones making that decision anyway. You maybe are just watching because you wanted some clarity on that, or to see what I said. Okay, so that's pile 1. Let's release all energies associated to pile 1, cleansing this space. Thank you, angels. Let's go on to pile 2. This is a jade Buddha given to me by my father years ago. It's very protective. I love it. It's very beautiful. This could be a connection where there is some kind of element of unconditional love, healing. This is obviously a very good stone to work with for the, the heart chakra, and also finances. It's very protective. There may be a very protected connection. Let's have a look. Maybe you've been meditating a lot. Maybe you've been watching the Samadhi documentary. Maybe you've been learning to surrender. Maybe you've been overcoming a lot of anxiety. On the back of the deck, we have the Star card, but there has been anxiety here. So I would say if you haven't been meditating, do meditate, because it will help you to release those anxious thoughts. Especially like anything you can do every day to kind of work on yourself as a practice. Not that that's the question. Okay, what is the future of the connection for pile 2 people? What is the future of this connection? So there is some kind of commitment here. For some of you, this person may want to offer you something that is a form of serious commitment. This can be, this combination of cards could even be like an engagement, or if you're asking about a career thing, this could be like an offer of some kind of contract. It's an offer of something stable, and I knew it. This person loves you. There's unconditional love. I felt there was an unconditional love vibe from this pile. So this is likely a soul connection. This is someone who wants to offer something to you, give equally to you. There's a giving and receiving. There's an interconnection. There is a soul connection. 6 of Cups, 2 of Cups, beautiful soul connection. You may know this person from childhood. This person may feel like home. This is a soulmate. This is like a past life thing. This is unconditional love, as I already mentioned. So the future of this connection is maybe marriage and children, or whatever kind of commitment you would like. Again, it's not a personal reading, guys, so take what resonates. It feels like something may have to be walked away from, though, in the interim, in order for this to come in. It may be you need to release attachments, or someone needs to release some kind of attachment. So although it is this beautiful unconditional soul connection, there may be someone else that needs to, like a third party, that your person needs to walk away from, or you need to detach yourself from something. There's some kind of cord cutting that needs to be done. I do have a cord cutting meditation in my Etsy if you need it, and I do personal readings. This isn't a personal reading, but I will be closed between the 25th and the 5th because I'm away, so order soon if you do want a personal reading or anything. But yes, there is someone who needs to be released here, or the Queen of Pentacles. It may just be that you need to choose yourself, but I feel like there's something here that is, you may be getting a lot of intuition and insights in a kind of astral way or through signs and synchronicities or something like that. But we have the Queen of Pentacles twice with the Eight of Cups. So I do feel like your person may need to leave as a connection that is more practical. So if this person, for example, is married and they weren't able to offer you much before because of that, or they were in a serious commitment, it feels like the future of this connection is that they walk away from what is practical towards what is their love connection, what is their soul connection. But there is something that still needs to be released. I mean, obviously, I don't think you would be getting a reading, general reading, if everything was absolutely fine and you were just going to get married. I mean, maybe you would, and that would be great. But I feel like for a lot of you, you know intuitively that there is more to this connection, but there is something that's blocking it that's quite karmic, that needs to be kind of released and overcome. And the future of this connection is that you and your person will be together, but there is a need for someone to be walked away from first. And there is some sadness in this. There is some sadness and loss around that. Look, definitely with the Eight of Cups twice, someone, maybe even both of you, may need to walk away from somebody else. There are too many female energies in the reading. It's not gender specific, but there are too many protagonists. Do you know what I mean? With the Seven of Cups, you both may have other options. And there is a need to have good boundaries with your person until that is not the case. But at the end of the day, some kind of decision is going to be made here. And I do feel an unconditional love from this connection. But definitely a decision is made, a choice is made. So the future of this connection is that for a while, there has been no choice made. There's been juggling, there's been too many people, for sure, too many people. But when you start to prioritize yourself and listen to your intuition and have good boundaries and don't accept less than you deserve, and really sort of start manifesting what you want to happen, but knowing your worth and your value, that's when your person is going to maybe become less avoidant, and there is a chance for things to shift and change and the karma to be balanced here. There is an offer. The offer that comes in may be small at first and you may be very impatient about it, but I do think it has the ability to grow. This pile, manifestation is key and patience is key. You know, if you need manifestation help, I have a playlist here on my Etsy, but I also do it, here on my YouTube, but I also do one-on-one manifestation on my Etsy. I recommend booking either a live reading with me or my manifestation package. But those are the key things that will help with this connection. But you do need to have some patience and boundaries, cord cutting, things like that. Pile 2, people, what do we need to know? What is the future of this connection? That is a card of manifestation. Clean it up. There's a need to clean up whatever is the thing that is a messy thing in this connection. There's a need for someone to also realize what is theirs to clear up and what is somebody else's to clear up. So you're not clearing up other people's mess. You're clearing through your own stuff. You're working through your own shadow issues. You're clearing up maybe your self-concept, your boundaries. This enables things to kind of come into fruition for you. It enables this manifestation to come in, and there is some kind of regeneration. So for some of you, this could have been like an ex you're asking about. It feels like there's new life breathed into this connection. There is like this tree that grows out of this scorched earth. There's magic to this. There's renewal. In the meantime, chop wood, carry water. How do you behave every day? You need to kind of carry on in your daily task, knowing that things are going to shift. And when the energies shift, you keep carrying on. You don't allow the shifts in the dynamic to sway you off path. You keep very focused on what you want. There is a new beginning coming for you, but don't allow yourself to kind of get distracted by whatever is going on in your person's life, or, you know, don't react too much to the 3D that is the opposite of what you're trying to manifest if you are trying to manifest. But this is a soul connection. I feel Spirit is bringing this together for you. It is all kind of coming into being. And again, anything that happens that feels uncomfortable, just know it's part of what you're meant to be experienced. It's happening for you, not to you. So you need to kind of surrender as well. Some of you may have watched group 1. It's different message, but some bits of it are similar. For a lot of you, if you haven't had communication with this person, you are going to have some kind of communication. For some of you, you may be channels or good at communicating. There can be a connection here to your grandmother in spirit. I feel spirit around this, trying to bring this in, laying foundations for you. And for some of you, maybe quite psychic or just channels or interested in the Rosicrucians or female spirituality in some way. So the future of your connection is you will get together, but first of all, there's some stuff that needs to be released and things like that. People need to be walked away from. But remember, it's not a personal reading, but if it's your story and it resonates, you can take it. Embrace your emotions. Allow your feelings to surface and be accepted. So this is about you and not being overwhelmed, as I said, just really integrating any shadow issues that come up around this, allowing yourself to feel them, what you're feeling, you're healing. Have patience. Love is patient and kind always. I do think this pile, you do need to have patience. Things are changing in this connection. It is true love. This love is once in a lifetime. It is a beautiful soul connection, but you do need to be patient as things shift in the dynamics between you. So that's all I have time for. If you want a personal reading, you know where to get one. Description box below. I also have whole playlists of different readings and teaching videos on my YouTube. Do subscribe, comment, like, all of that stuff. And if you're leaving me here, I'm going to send you guys so much love, light, and positivity. Take care and all the best. Okay, so connecting into pile 3 people now, just cleansing the space. So if you picked this is pile 3. This is a spell working. It is actually around self-love. So you may have been working on self-love, self-empowerment, love. You may be someone who does spell work. I would only suggest spell work that is for your highest good and doesn't infringe on free will. But ritual may be important. I did get a blocked throat chakra as soon as I kind of connected into your pile. So you may need to speak some kind of truth or something, or someone may, we're asking what the future of this connection is. Someone may not be expressing how they feel. I feel they could be very attracted to you, but they're not fully expressing it. Let's see with the cards. Pile 3, what do we need to know? What's the future of this connection for pile 3? What is the future of this connection? Ooh. Yeah, definitely someone not expressing themselves with the 7 of Swords. This is a card of self-deception, or someone kind of ghosting and being silent and not speaking, maneuvering in a way that is kind of undercut. I do feel quite channeling with your group. So I do think there is communication maybe in another way, if not in the 3D, there's communication maybe in the 5D. But someone here is not really making a decision, and in the near future they may be kind of ghosting, or this may be what's going on now, but at the same time they're not able to forget you and move on. They're not able to have a new beginning, although they're trying. They are avoidant. They want some kind of ending, and there has been some kind of ending, but there hasn't been some kind of new beginning, although there's been an ending. So it's a bit like being stuck in limbo, and this person feels very sad. They feel guilty. They feel a bit lost. If you have done any spell work, it may be that it's keeping them feeling you and not being able to detach, although they would like to. They're definitely not expressing how they feel fully. They may be putting a lot of their energy into their career. You may be dealing with an earth sign, but not necessarily. What's the future of this? What is the future of this? What is the future of this connection? Okay, if you're dealing with someone that you know is in a third-party situation, I would say that that is still the case, because we have, it's not gender specific, but we have 2 female energies and the 3 of Cups. So immediately I'm like, okay, third-party situation. 8 of Cups in reverse, someone not fully leaving something. King of Cups, they do have emotions for you. Maybe they left you for someone else. They're not fully able to move away, but they're trying to. They are kind of a little bit selfish and just doing what makes them feel good and a bit avoidant. You in all of this need to actually detach and move away from it. And I think the future of this connection is that if things don't change, you will, I would hope, right? But at the same time, it feels like both of you feel each other still and are not able to fully detach. Let's look a little bit further. What is the future of this connection, Spirit? So it's a lot of deep shadow work, a lot of fears being released. Manifestation is very important. I feel you will end up empowering yourself, overcoming this fear, knowing your value and your worth, coming into your power. Some of you could be Leos, or you have fire in your chart, or it's just about finding your self-confidence again. It does feel like after conflict, there's a way for you guys to at least communicate better. But at the same time, because you chose the spell work and we've got the Magician, I mean, if you have done any spell work, make sure you're not doing anything that's kind of impacting on free will and keeping you all stuck in something karmic. I feel you're going to be empowering yourself in the future. I do manifestation if you want to work on manifestation one-on-one with a live Skype coaching call, or my manifestation package. I also have a free playlist on the YouTube. I will be away between the 25th of October and the 5th of November, so book soon or once I'm back. It does feel like you can manifest a very happy connection here, but it does also feel like you need to do a lot of shadow work and release work. What I'll say is this person feels very attached to you. They are unable to move on, but at the same time, they're not really coming forward to you. You need to learn to have very good boundaries with this person and fully detach as much as you can, because only when you fully release and allow yourself to have this ending and surrender is any kind of healing going to come in. But there are still two queens showing up. So in the near future, which is what we're looking at today, the future of this connection is that there's too many people involved. But I do feel if you prioritize yourself and speak your truth, there is some healing that can come in. But there's something really blocked in the throat chakra. So, future of this connection, there is healing, but it's up to you to leave. You will be leaving, I feel, and getting into your single independent energy. When you do that, they may well come back, but that's not the reason to do it. But it feels like if you're waiting for them to make if you're waiting for them to make a decision, they're not going to make the decision. You have to choose to end it. You have to choose yourself. You may have a lot of unsaid things with this person. I have a cord cutting meditation where you speak to the person first in the 5D. If not, do that in a meditative state. There's a lot of unsaid things. Your person feels connected, but they are avoidant. And I think you're going to be choosing to choose yourself. I know it's not the message people want to hear, but I'm an honest reader and that is a clear message. But work on empowering yourself, because when you're in that energy of loving yourself and knowing your value, the universe will bring you someone, right? But you do need to surrender and release this heavy burden. I mean, especially if you've been trying all sorts of things to make this come together. This person is very avoidant. They may ghost you. There's a bit of a self-sabotage energy. You are going to have a new beginning, but it feels like it's a solo one. The Fool card is someone who's on their own. Once you can get into the Fool card energy, that's when your soul connection comes in, because, as I said, you have to be in that energy. There's a shift in perspective needed here. It's not about how they feel about you, what's going to happen, what are they going to do. It's about, how do you feel about them? How do you feel about the situation you've been put in? How are you going to assert some boundaries for yourself? How are you going to make sure you have happiness and a new beginning that isn't dependent on them? When you can do that, that's when someone will come in for you. Let's get some oracle card advice. Pile 3. future of this connection. That flew out. Find out what is important to those you love and act on it. Demonstrate love. I think this is what hasn't happened, because there's so much unsaid between you guys. Love who you are. You're divine, delightful, and deserving of the wonderful things life has to offer. That's a message for you from Spirit. It's like, don't keep yourself stuck in this situation with this person who's avoidant. There's one thing to have patience, but you need to know that you're worthy of love. And when you realize that, you won't accept crumbs. And that's when you're going to get the love that you're after. That's when someone is going to actually show you. I would say if you're dealing with this person, don't listen to what they say, even if they may not be saying anything, but see how they act. See what they demonstrate. You are going to have some kind of love coming in for you that is a true love, that is an equal love. There may be synchronicities with music here. I don't know whether this person has said they love you, but I would pay attention to actions as well as words with this person. They may not have told you they loved you, and that may be the thing that they're holding back. Maybe for some of you, there's a communication through songs about that, like in the 5D or in dreams or whatever. It just feels like something about the communication is not straightforward. The person probably does love you, but at the same time, you have to choose yourself. You are going to have your soul family coming in to support you around all of this, so you're not going to be all alone. And for you guys, it's very important to think about manifestation, birthing a new age, dreaming new worlds into being. Just say yes. Once you start saying yes to yourself and knowing that you're worthy of love, the universe is going to bring it for you. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? If you truly felt that you were supported and loved by the universe and that you were worthy of love, would you be stuck in this connection still? Would you kind of accept this? Or what would you do? What would you do? Because you are that loved. You are deserving of that love. So why are you here watching this reading about this person when it seems like this person is very avoidant? Do you see what I mean? So you need to start realizing your value and your worth. I'm not saying that this is never going to transform, but this person is avoidant and there are too many energies in the foreseeable future that I'm looking into in this reading. I think the universe is going to give you some signs and synchronicities here. You may meet somebody new, someone who is much more of a loyal heart. They may synchronistically come into your life. Especially if you've been dealing with the same person for ages. As soon as you release that, the universe is going to bring something in for you, or you're going to get some kind of insight or clarity around this connection. So you could ask for a sign. Keys could be very significant. Let's just ask one more time. What is the future of this connection for pile 3? Clarity, please. I do feel at some point there is going to, I mean, first of all, there needs to be some kind of ending and some kind of massive transformation. But at some point there could be a rebirth in this. If not a rebirth, then at least you having some kind of awakening to your own power and worth. It does seem like there's still a third party in this connection causing some kind of conflict. But at the same time, there are romantic feelings. Either way, you're going to get over it. You're going to be victorious. I'm not saying you guys are going to be together though. I feel like it's more like you overcoming things. Exactly. 6 of Swords. You're able to move past this and you get something better. Better. Oh God, I can hardly breathe. It's so it's so stuck, the energy here. You haven't expressed yourself. You may have been through some really difficult things you've never processed. You may need to speak to a therapist. You need to set yourself free. This connection was there to teach you to free yourself, okay? So although it may feel very difficult and challenging, it may well be a karmic connection, it forced you to work on yourself, your career, things like that, and it has set you free. But it's kind of blocked off for the moment because it's forcing you to free yourself. If it was open, you know, you wouldn't have to do that. I would say for this group, really focus on your work and your career, and also things you can do every day, such as manifestation, in order to shift your reality, because we do have the power to shift our realities. That's all I have time for. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope it was helpful. Remember, you create your future. This is just looking at the energies as they stand today based on your current assumptions and beliefs. But yes, sending you guys much love, light, and positivity. And if you need a personal reading, you know how to get in touch. Much love and take care. All the best.